welcome to Sisters Speak. We want to welcome you for our second time, and we want to say thank you for those who have supported this effort, and just an opportunity to sit down and chat and talk about topics that are relevant to most of us.
Yeah, and we've gotten so much positive feedback, and it's been really something and exciting, you know, to have people come up to you and, you know, say that they've watched the webisode, say, come on, sister, speak to me, you know, different things like that. So it's really encouraging, and we really appreciate it.
And we do encourage you to remember to leave your comments or questions or anything like that at the end of the show. You please fill in, like it, subscribe, tell others, share, and just tell others. We want to build this up and just really allow it to be a blessing to others.
And also connect with us via our email. Our email address is sisterspeak2015@gmail.com.
And it's on the screen as well, so feel free to shoot us an email and let us know what you think and give us ideas for upcoming topics.
Right.
Okay, enough of that. Let's get in there.
Yes.
Today we want to speak on
relationships. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
relationships. And where relationships are concerned, we kind of want to go from the angle of what a committed relationship
between a
looks
male and a female.
We want to discuss what goes into a committed relationship and what goes into making it a good, wholesome, committed relationship. So what I'm going to do is ask the married one over here to talk for just a couple minutes about what a good committed relationship means to you.
Well, thank you so much. A committed relationship to me, first of all, my husband and I, we have been together in our committed relationship for 14 years.
Woo!
And come October 2nd, we will be married for 11 years.
Woo! Yay for marriage!
Yes, it is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing if it's done the right way.
Absolutely.
But to me, a committed relationship is first and foremost having God in the center, God in the forefront, God bringing up the rear, God hovering over, God all around that relationship. Also, a committed relationship encompasses communication.
That's good.
You have to have communication with that other person. If you're holding stuff in and they're holding stuff in and never getting anything out, then you're not being true. You're not being you're not allowing your relationship to be everything that it should be, because you're holding on to unforgiveness, you're holding on to hurt, you're holding on to negativity, you're holding on to whatever it may be. You know, it may be something as simple as, you know, you want him to take the garbage out and he didn't, and so now you're mad and the garbage is sitting there stinking and nobody's being hurt but your nose, you know, because of that communication, you know. So you have to have good communication. Another thing is you have to have monogamy.
You started with that.
Yes, you have to have. Okay, we'll take it back. First, you have to have monogamy. You have to have monogamy. There has to be a monogamous relationship. Only between one man and one woman, and so then, you know, you go from there, and then you have trust, you have loyalty, you have commitment, you have communication. Leading the pack is God. You got an entire package.
And let's not leave respect.
Respect, exactly. You have to have respect for that person. Do not be disrespectful to the person that God has given you.
There's no reason for
that is just a no-no. Like we tell kids, no. That is a no-no. You cannot be respectful in your tone, in your words, in your demeanor, in your actions toward that person.
Your body language.
Your body language toward that person. You can't be disrespectful.
Yes. Yes. And I believe when you take all of those things and you apply them to that person that has your heart, that's a recipe for success.
It is. And
that's not to say that things will always be, you know, rosy and sunny every day.
No.
There are some days that, you know, things may just be average.
Right.
You know, sometimes you just have a regular day. And there's nothing wrong with having a regular day. It's okay. But even in those times, and then there may be challenging days. You know, so you take the good with the challenges. You take all of those things in between. But when you apply those principles, the good communication, that good healthy communication, when you apply the respect and the love and the trust and the monogamy, and you have all of these things working together with the help of God, now you're in a situation where it's healthy and you can grow. You can become a better person. See, the way I look and view a committed relationship is a situation that brings out the best in you. You help bring out the best in that other person. That other person helps bring out the best in you. And together, you're both better for it. And then you can impact others around you and make others around you have a better life and feel good being in your company. You ever been around people, you just feel good when you're around them.
You do. You know, you feel happy. You feel like, you know, like, hey, it's going to be all right. Just because you're in the presence of certain people. Certain couples. You know, I can think of couples right off the top of my head that when I'm around them, it makes me smile. It does.
You know, because of the love they show each other and the respect. And I'm not crazy enough to think that they never argue or disagree or whatever the case might be. But it's the way they present themselves that makes you feel optimistic and hopeful. Because it's like, okay, this is possible.
Yes,
this is possible.
You know,
when you see something good, that makes you want to strive for something good and better. But when you're around negativity, it brings you down.
It does.
It brings you down.
And my sister and I, a few months ago, we were talking to a young couple, and something that was said was that never say or do anything to that other person that you wouldn't want them to say or do to you.
Absolutely. I mean, that goes back to even what's spoken of in the Word of God that says, "You do unto others as you would have them do unto you."
That's the golden rule.
I mean, seriously,
we teach our children that.
You know, we teach them that,
and
that's
them
not
that from this high, but when it comes to relationships, it's like all bets are off.
I do what I want to do.
Out the window.
Do what I want to do.
I'm grown, and you don't talk to me this way and this and that. But we have to treat each other the way we desire, the way we want to be treated.
And never be too proud to say I'm sorry.
Oh, never.
Please forgive me. I apologize.
Regardless of whose fault.
We may think it is,
I'm not going to apologize to him because he started, or I'm not going to apologize to her because she started. We can't have that attitude. We can't have that mentality because what if that person thinks you're the one that started it? You know, my husband and I, we had a disagreement a few days ago, and I don't even remember who initiated what, but the thing is, we both came together at the same time, apologizing at the same time, and we both ended it like this: I don't like arguing with my best friend.
Wow, that's good.
I don't like arguing with my best friend. I love you. You're my best friend. I don't like being upset with you. I don't like arguing. So forget whose fault it was. We need to stop looking at fault and trying to place the blame on somebody. We're in this together.
At the end of the day, really, what does that matter?
It doesn't even matter.
That's not even the point. But you hit on something good when you said, I don't like arguing with my best friend. You have got to be friends with your significant other, whether it's your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you know, that person that you're in that relationship with. That needs to be your friend, your best friend. Because even on those days where you might not have that love and feeling, you still need to know that this person is with me. This person, I can go to them. I can trust them. They have my best interest at heart. Not only when I'm making them feel good, but even on those days that they don't feel so well. This person still has my back. This person still is in my corner. This person is still Team Marissa. This person still wants the best for me. And I tell you, the other day, the person who God has blessed me to be in a relationship with, said something to me the other day. He was like, girl, do you know, if we were not in a relationship, on this type of relationship, I would still want to kick it with you. I would still want to be with you. I would still want to hang out with you.
It's such a huge compliment because you have a lot of people in relationships, and I've even heard people say, I've heard married couples say, I love them, but I don't like them.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And when the first time I heard someone say that, it was like mind-boggling to me, because I'm like, what?
First of all, how do you do that? Where they do that? What is that? Yeah.
You know, and I love you, but I don't like you. If I don't like you, why am I with you?
Why am I with you? Jesus.
I mean, what's the purpose in me being with you?
That's not.
If I don't like you,
that's pointless. That's pointless.
I mean, because love is a commandment. We're commanded to love, love each other. You know, God says, you know, all men will know that you're my disciples because you have love one to another.
But liking me is a choice.
That's something totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, I love everybody. I can go to Walmart and see somebody and have love for that person because God commands me to love.
I love all people. I love animals. I love nature.
Exactly.
So that's nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm only showing that I'm his disciple because I love. But to like, that's a choice. That's something that I'm like, you know what? I'm in it with this person. Yeah. I like
good
you.
Or bad,
I love
thick or
you.
thin. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
If we caught up together somewhere, I want to be with you because I like you.
Yeah. And why should a man or woman have to go outside of their relationship to be fulfilled in any area? Any area. I'm not just talking about in the physical. I'm even talking about when it comes to being a friend.
Being a friend.
Yes, you have outside friends. You have, like me and you. We're friends to the end. This is what it is.
Right.
But I should not be a better friend to you in your life than your husband. Because if I go on with my life and go on to do other things and we're not around each other, or when push comes to shove, you need to know that that person that you're sharing, that you vowed to share your life with, or you're committed in that relationship with, they should have you no matter what. No matter who comes or who goes. That should be your person.
Exactly, because in actuality, the way that it actually is, this is my sister, this is my blood sister. We come out the same woman, you know, same father.
Right.
But because I'm married now, she's now my extended family.
Yeah, not
my
immediate
husband
anymore.
is my immediate family.
See, people got this thing twisted.
They do.
And they'll say things like, so something happens between the spouse, and it's like, well, that's my blood. Blood is thicker than water. Or I'm always be your sister. He just your husband. That's a wrong way to look at it.
That bond is now even tighter and closer than this bond. Sharing is coming out the same.
It should take precedence. It should take precedence.
It should take precedence. It doesn't always, but it should.
Now remember, we're talking about good, healthy relationships. We're not talking about situations where there's some type of abuse or a toxic situation where there's any type of where somebody's putting you down or hurting you. We're not talking about that.
If you find yourself in that kind of relationship, you need to get out.
Yeah.
There are no ifs, ands, buts. I wonder if you find yourself in that kind of relationship, you need to get out.
Yeah, you always want to be somewhere where you're celebrated and not tolerated.
Celebrated, not tolerated.
And you also want to be somewhere where you're not fearful of your life or your well-being. You know, so when we say that your mate comes above and beyond and before even your family, your blood family, then we're referring to those situations where that person is treating you the way you deserve to be treated.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And just in closing, looking at, relationships and everything between a man and a woman, we've already touched on they need to be your best friend. You need to be in a committed relationship. But one thing to ensure that bond, pray together.
Pray together. Yeah.
Pray together, whether you're married or not to this person, take the time every day to pray together.
Yeah.
And pray for them.
Pray for them.
Pray for them.
Pray for them, and pray and ask God to allow you to be the best you that will help them be the best
that will enhance.
They could be.
Enhance.
Yeah.
You should, what you bring to the table and what they bring to the table should only enhance.
Should complement.
What you already
have. It should complement.
Have.
Yes.
Exactly. It should only complement what you already have. Don't expect anybody to make you, and don't expect you to make anybody else.
Don't try to change people.
Don't try to change people. Don't try to beat people into being what they want, what you want them to be, or whatever the case is. But what you have bringing to the table, what they have bringing to the table, should only complement each other.
Yeah. So we're gonna close here for now. Yeah. We can talk about relationships all day, but we're gonna stop now, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
We'll see you next
Remember,
week.
leave your comments, email us, find us on Facebook. Next week we'll give you our Facebook page, but we are on there individually. I'm under Marissa Clark.
And I'm under Patricia Clark Tillman.
So please friend us on Facebook, and again, we'll have our new page up and running next week. Yay. But we look forward to hearing from you. Until then, take care. God bless.
And this has been Sisters Speak.